All right, if we break down here, guys, I'm short for the same cash flow targets. I appreciate you for being here.
I'm sure right now target hit. This is what we call a magic hour.
All right, I'm taking this.
The upside ahead, the momentum to the upside ahead, everything aligning, live pricing, historical data, right?
Right there.
Welcome, this is PackTV. Sit back, relax, and watch how we day trade with statistics.
PackTV, God-given, so I gotta make it happen, I'm on mission. Not like them, I'm different, that bag come with a pension. Talk about that business, like I'm hard all in the pain. Shining hard, don't need no chain. All this drip, it feel like rain. Everything on me, got it on my name. They don't got it like this, they don't talk it like this. I was built for this. That TV not like guns, take it away.
Stop me, it's me. If you're doing this for the women, you're losing. Do this shit for yourself. I do this shit for myself.
They rigged the race long before your first breath. Signed your name in the ledger, made a bet on your death. Puppet masters and neckties, count your hours like cash. Presidents pushing their pieces while you fade in the ash. Game theory kings in a smoke-filled room, writing out the rules to your ruin. The world ain't chaos, it's their game. Their game. You never learn a script they spin, cause they don't want you to ever win. Flip the fucking board, let it rain, let it rain. Burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down, burn it down. A lead over production, too many miles out of the throne. China rise in the rear view, old empires turn to bone. Same damn cycle, same sharp teeth in a grin. They sell you fate on a pay-per-view, call it virtue, call it sin. Game theory kings in a smoke-filled room, writing out the rules to your ruin. The world ain't chaos, it's their game. Their game. You never learn a script they spin, cause they don't want you to ever win. Flip the fucking board, let it rain, let it rain. the crossfire, raised on a rerun lie, told to choose a side.
Welcome, this is PackTV.
Bowie in London, Bowie in London, Bowie in London, 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 London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. It's time for London Open. We got London with Bowie, and PackTV. You already know what time it is. Get your asses in here. Let's go. Let's get it. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. Bowie in London. Bowie in London, Bowie in London. London with Bowie. PackTV.
Good morning, people. Hope you all are having a fantastic Monday morning. Hope you had an amazing weekend. Well, let's get ready to maybe trade one of the most insane markets we've had in a while. Definitely not your regular market that you have every day. Our London Open range is already 0.16%, which for those who don't know is massive. So let's see what we can do here. Should be pretty interesting. Should be pretty freaking interesting. All right, well, as you guys can see, we had a bit of a market open gap, which has been filled for the most part. I think we filled, what, 60%? Now I can't really see where it started, but it should be, yes, right there. To right there. So yeah, we've probably filled like what, high 50s, low 60% of the gap. We have an out of stat high of the day. We currently made an in stat low of the day. Momentum is clearly very bearish. Freaking muted, I'm short. Yeah, it's looking like a potential very short day. All stats are above right now, but we all know how this goes. I did have my volume profile on last weekend, but I think that changed. Stupid trading view. Just add it again. So yeah, we're also below value. Also a good short sign at the moment. Making some volume below. Five-minute time frame for our MFEs for today. Again, we have a pretty big box. 0.16% is huge. So my initial TP won't be 0.07. That's just way too small for today. Way too small. So over here we can see more MFEs, 50th percentiles, 30th, 10 being 0.08, your minimum usually. So I think today a wise thing is going to be shooting for a bigger TP, which is still getting hit a lot. So either 0.12 or 0.14 is going to be my MFE here. My statistical target away from our range. And then, as always, just going to be trading our position, which is going to be pretty hard today. We have so much volume, such big candles. It's pretty freaking hard to do. But yeah, my target will be the 25th percentile, 0.12% today. Oh, shoot. Not 0.07. Because we're not having normal volume, we're not having a normal range, we're not having anything normal. So whether or we break up or down, I guess this should be 8. Cool. It's going to be very interesting, guys. We're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give it a shot. Stop loss at 75%, yes. So also our freaking highs and lows for the day. Like I said, we have an out of stat high. In-stat low is being made currently, but that doesn't mean we can go lower. We do have an in-stat session-based high here. Now my restream window is in front at 232, which is a good sign that we might be seeing a short start of the session. Like I said, we're below value as well, and we're exploring below value, which is also a good sign. So there's multiple things suggesting a drop here. So that's what I'll be shooting for. If we do decide to go up, we do have a lot of high probable targets above us. So I think a long would be slightly easier to just have referential points. We don't really have any reference down. Again, distribution or stuff. I mean, we've almost breached max distribution already. So, yeah. Let's see, 75% would be about 10 pips stop if we do break. I have no idea how much risk I have to put on that. Not 15, that's for sure. Let's quickly check. Do a quick paper trade. Put stop at 0.15. Oh yeah, that's big. So it'd be about 6 contracts on the funded. You know what? I'm probably use today on the combines only. I might not even trade my funded today. I think I'm good here. Whoa, there goes my voice. All right, let's see if we get this break. Nope, we don't. All right, we're currently breaking below the range. That's what we were looking for. Now we just have to hope we don't break too far away from the range. This is still okay. Still okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm short. .12%. I did slightly too many contracts, I just noticed on the eval. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Hang on. I think I should be fine. Stop at the 75%, which is 7870. I kind of did too many contracts. I'm gonna have to do my stop. No, it's fine. It's good. Never mind. So partial TP is going to be over at 76775. All right, 6767775. Oh no. I already feel the comments. I can smell them. That's going to be where partial TP will be. Cool. Like I said, today I'm trading only on the combines, I think. I don't want to risk too much on all my fundeds here. We have a pretty damn big range. It's a bit of a, especially today where it's the first day after the war was announced, right? It's a bit of a super volatile, crazy market. Again, it's not always about chasing every win, every full home run day, every bit of money. Sometimes it's also about preserving capital, protecting your upside. So again, this might be different for maybe New York or something. If the New York volatility doesn't increase too much, it looks like this is going to be an instant stop loss as well. Quickly coming up to stop. Let's put a background music on here. Wow, just straight up, yeah. Like I was saying, right? It's high volatility. It's a bit of a creepy one today. That's why I'm again kind of protecting my up and down side, well, upside mainly. I suggest for everyone not to risk too much. I suggest for everyone to not copy trade across all accounts at once, but just think about it today. There's no need to make money every single day, guys, especially in trading. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too loud. Well, there we go. $312. Let's see, previous week was above our current pricing, it looks like. Yeah. So we're also out of the previous week's value automatically. Did I want to test that? Oh well. Can take that off. Can take that off. We'll quickly put the previous week volume profile on my chart, which will be helpful for the rest of the week. If I can. You might get stopped out here in a moment. 18. So you take the 18 open EST from previous week. If you can, there you go. And you're gonna want to make sure it's not on extend. And drag it all the way out to Friday. Or Thursday, Friday. You're gonna put that at the last Friday candle, 459. And there is your previous week value. The previous week value low. Previous week point of control. And then you got previous week value area high. Oh, that's previous day. So yeah, I mean, we didn't even open in value. We're straight up open below value. And somehow we are all the way back down. Looks like we rejected high volume guys. You see we broke away, retest, hard rejection, which is a good sign. This is what I like to call a stair step in volume terms. It's basically when you build volume nodes and you're using them to kind of step as if you were stepping on a stair, right? You're constantly stepping on a higher step. Now imagine that all those steps are your high volume nodes. This is kind of how some people trade order blocks and support and resistance as well. But this is just using volume nodes, which I think is pretty cool. So that is also a good sign that we might be looking at a potential trendy move down with the stair step. You can see at the opening behavior of the week, below previous week's value, sucked back in. And then you can see after that, we were really struggling at this value area low, constantly reacting and bouncing until we finally broke away again. And I always say this, you want to imagine these value areas as imaginary zones. Don't look at it as a magic line. Because it's not. It's the edge of value. Especially if it's like a very big value area, like a weekly, for example. It's going to be less precise. It's still a good indication that for today, the acceptance is clearly below. Now, does that have anything to do with our trade currently? Not really. I mean, we already had the big bearish move happen. Right, value was up here. Broke below and started going down. Doesn't really hold significance for our trade currently. .07 was met, but again, like I said, guys, there's just no reason to go to .07 today. It's just, there's none. There's no reason. Yeah, very interesting day. I must say. Another reason why I'm not really going to be risking on the funds today. We're overextended distribution-wise. We're having candles bigger than our high probable MFEs. Like it's just not something I can trade comfortably with my model. With my way of trading. I'd have to do a volume trade. But even there, like there's no volume setups currently. But I would say, hey, I would take that shit. This was the closest we'd get to a volume setup, but I took 50% off at 0.07 M&Q. Super cautious for this session. Nice. Yeah, you can. Well, I don't, and this is my way of doing it, but I do think this is one of the better ways to do it, is don't look at the money numbers. Don't look at the volatility, just look at your risk, right? Your risk and return. Like, do I want to risk 0.17, 0.16% to potentially make 0.07 on a super high volatile day where one candle up could stop me out, for example? I personally don't wanna. I wanna make sure, even if I'm wrong today, I'll still have a statistical target that will provide me with enough cash flow and then a runner, hopefully, to actually make that loss back plus profit. And if I go for 0.07 and take the majority off over there already, I won't even be close to making that loss back. That loss is more than 2 times as big. I'd need a crazy runner with a few contracts, which can happen today with the volume we have, but I want to make sure my base hit is also somewhat of a nice base hit, locking in some profit. So just using the daily New York levels indicator here to help me see what a nice statistical target could be that's been hit a lot. 25th percentile, not a bad target, guys, especially on a day where you know there's crazy volatility like today. Especially today, that is a good target. You can also see it's right here in our average MFEs, nicely buried in here, closer to the average MFE, which again I'm expecting today to smash all MFEs, including the extremes, because that's how much volume we have. Right, let's look at the profile real quick. And then I'll go get a coffee. I haven't had a coffee yet. Most important thing of the day. Even if you're completely red, you're close to ending it all for yourself, because that's how bad your trading day was. A coffee can still make it better. So New York 2 was short falls. Asia was long falls, which we've seen. Gap fill move. So we have a 79% chance of breaking Asia, rounded up 80%. All the way up here. We are more likely to go true than false at the moment, with our higher probable direction being long. And a bit of a war game, because we're pretty close to the end of the 230 to 330 range. If we break short, we'll have a very nice 70% chance of staying true, which is something we like to see. Smaller chance of being broken as well. So that indicates a potential trendy London session. Asian broken probabilities go down. Let's take a look at our high of day, low of days. Session-based high looks to be instead 230 or 3 to 305. We have a 230 and a 3 to 305, both holding currently. So that is also a good bearish sign. So yeah, there's a lot in direction with the short. If we were to break long, things change a little. We'd expect to make a early London low, which we haven't. So it would be an out of that session-based low, but keep in mind a 3 to 304, 3 to 4 a.m. low counts as an insta daily low. But yeah, would just be weird now looking at the long scenario for London. Short falls would be more likely, meaning we'd go a little lower first. Just a straight up long scenario here for today looks more unlikely based on insta highs and lows for the session. Then if we were to go long, our probability of staying true is 65%. The chance of us breaking the Asian OU is up to an 85% chance. And there's an indication of a end of session high. So that would be a very trendy mean reversion move up. But like I said, the short is just way more likely right now based on the highs that we have, based on how we've broken out of value in the weekly and the daily profile as well. How we did a stair step as well on the high volume nodes. But first, we're going to have to see where we end up. Yeah. Wow, did that just move down? Hang on. Oh no, we already had that move. I thought we just wicked down like instantly, like crazy big wick in like a blink. Wasn't paying attention. Well, pretty much a tick deny with the volatility that we have here. It's not friendly. That is very not friendly. MES. What the heck? Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, at this point, we're probably going to get stopped out. It's rarely that I get tick denials like this and it doesn't go back to my stop. Just warning y'all. Knowing how history repeats itself. But yeah, again, we've been on a 3-day streak hitting 0.14%, as you can see, based on normal market conditions, which is the extreme of that streak. 25th percentile is more likely, still in that same streak. That's the reason why we shoot for 0.12 today. You could have also done 0.1 or something, but again, think about your risk how much are you willing to risk to make X amount? I don't want to risk 0.17% to potentially make 0.07. I'd rather fully get stopped out on this and have to try again than take a super tiny cash flow on 0.07, but knowing damn well I'm gonna need a miracle to end the day green with a 0.07 target. We're still not false. Keep that in mind too. Like I said, the long would just be so unlikely with the current highs that we have, the way the markets respected volume levels, the way the markets respected our instant session-based highs. Again, doesn't mean shit, right? We're trading a market. You're going to be wrong. You're going to be right. But let's see what we do here. So waiting for 4 a.m. for final targets. Yes or no? 4 a.m. will definitely give us nice targets to extend to, but still going to be tricky with how volatile this is. You gotta remember, all those targets are based off of normal market conditions. Yeah, today I'm not gonna be looking for a home run type of day or anything. I want to see that 0.12 hit, maybe get a bit of an extension, and then close it off and just run away. Again, if we had stopped first, we're just gonna have to reevaluate and go again. Whether that's long or short, I will say if we now start going up and we do get stopped, a long does look more likely because we then have set an instead high low of day. Sorry, not high. We do have an out of the high of day. We have a lot of retracement targets above us, but yeah, just not thinking about a long before we breach those instat session highs. This high right here, the high of our range, is such a nice instat high. And this low right here that we have would be a pretty bad instat session low. Or not instat, it would just be a bad session low, sorry. Right on the London OU. Yeah, if we go long here, we're gonna see our first big real pullback on the day probably. But I want a coffee. I want my coffee. All right, closing in on a stop here. And like I said, guys, only taking this on the combines, not the funded, so to speak. Right, stopped out. Okay, now we wait again. Looks like we are going for that long after all. Same thing for the long, still will be at the 75%. We do break long. 0.12%. Upside. See if we get this break. Eight seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely close last second. We just haven't had a new level project. You see a new very high probable target pop up on our screen. That's funny. All right. Get the order ready. 5, 4, 2, 1. And long. Kind of the same trade. Stop loss other side of the range again. 75%. That is 8,125. First TP at 8,010. Boom. All right, guys, I'm gonna go and have a coffee. So quickly make the coffee, and I'll be right back. No, looks like my daily profiler is not cooperating. I'll fix it later. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right. Finally got the coffee. Just a chair. There we go. We're getting double ticked. Is that the moral of the story today? Did we hit the 9? Yeah, we did. So we did hit that 92% probable target. Funny enough. I don't think this is correct, to be real. Because it's doing plus 1% away from this break, but I'm starting to question, is this not pulling? Where is that setting? Take that away because I have my coffee. All right. Super interesting market. We are long, which was the thing we weren't expecting. Now maybe my daily profiler works, please. Yes, no, nope. No data available. Just restart the whole thing then, I guess. There we go. Now we got it working. Okay, so yeah, we are confirmed London long, which, well, not confirmed. We can still go to false. I'm just saying we are long, not short. Instat low would have been at 3, which we didn't. We did at 329, but keep in mind that is still a daily instat low. We have the London range mid here that we broke above. Let's see what the hit rate is for the P12 low. We also have the transfer above us, which has an 83% hit rate. Also still unfilled on M&Q, where, funny enough, the P12 low is also right there. Let's see. We're gonna go to levels. P12 low, 45% hit rate. That's not high. That is not high. So you have a 45 and 83. And then 67. P12 mid has a 70% chance of being hit, but it's not happening this morning. I think we can all agree. Are we going to get tick rejected twice? That would be unfortunate. What are these stats you keep reeling off? It's daily profiler, Mark. Or Simon, sorry. I thought it said Mark. Yeah, I can show you. Hang on. I'm pretty sure I can. Click replace here. Okay, wait. I'm gonna have to change this. Hang on. I cannot take partial on lucid trade evade on trading view. You should be able to. Should take. Are you sure you're doing everything correctly? All right, let me hang on, Simon. I got you. I gotta separate this. And then I'm gonna have to change this window to this right here. Share. All right, and then now you should be able to see this right here. So these are the stats I'm referring to, Simon. Including our P12 levels, as you can see. So we know that under normal circumstances, right, where you have a long type of day, short falls, long falls, you're usually having a pretty choppy day. If that's the case, we don't today. We're actually very bearish to start the day off. So normally you're going to be closer to the P12 mid with this combination of sessions, but we're not. We're even below P12 low. And what the P12 low is, holy smoke, I opened my freaking profiler once. We have a sneeze candle going up. What the P12 low is basically there's this range going from, why is it, get out, basically going from 12, so right about here, to midnight Eastern Standard Time. So this, and then this is your P12 box, right? Your high, your low, and your mid. And that's what those statistics are referring to. That's these purple lines on my chart. All right, let's see if we finally hit a TP here. See if we can get some action towards the longs here, towards the upside, back towards the Asian range. We look at volume. We're right now at the value area lows. We can manage to hold here. Start trading up towards the POC of the day. That would be amazing. We're gonna have to hold above. I think we just hit our partial TP. I'm gonna go check if I got filled. Nope, I didn't. Thank you, Top Snap. So it hit to the tick. I just didn't get filled. Right here, there it is. Again, I'm not making it up. I'm not making it up. As you can see, tag the order, did not fill. My Lucid Trade event on TV is letting me take. Yeah, you should be able to. I think you may have a setting or something turned on or off that you shouldn't. Because when you're trading view, the prop doesn't matter. You're trading using a trade evade brokerage. So here, how did you enable paper trading again? I only have top step accounts at the moment, so I can't do this on trading view. Did I change the button? Or am I just confused right now? That button used to be down here. Oh, it's up here now. So they changed it. So here, your paper trade, or not paper trading, if you're on your brokerage, you should pretty much get the same window to take trades from as well. Oh, there we go. What I usually did was using the right click here, set sell limits and stuff. Okay, we just got filled on our partial TP. 1 moment. And now I am filled finally. It was about time. All right. See where the 4 a.m. break was. I totally had that off still. Right there, yeah. My next partial, guys, is going to be at the box that you see here at the extreme, at the P12 low. That's where an 83% strike rate is. 83% chance of stepping back into the Asian Open range after London Open. So I'm going to take another contract off at that level to show you guys what that looks like. I have these scale out lines here. There's a scale out. This is also a scale out. Ouch. And if you go to the 5 minute and look at where the high global MFEs are, yeah. So now definitely looks like we're going to be filling these MFEs to the upside. We filled a little bit of our budget down here, rejected, and now we're filling them all up here. Yeah, I can't really. Normally, this indicator, right, is perfect for trailing, but today we have so much volume. We are very likely to go beyond these MFEs. So yeah. I will be holding more contracts up. now we're just gonna wait and see where we go. You can also use the 4 a.m. range. Smack that on. Go through the 5 minutes and see where the 4 a.m. MFEs are. So you can see 4 a.m. range, smaller MFEs and everything. And now you might say, oh, this is because this cutoff time is 7 a.m. for the measurements. So a valid argument would be saying, oh, but right, your 3 a.m. has a whole extra hour. If I go over here and change this one to an hour earlier off, see what happens. Let it load. There you go. That's done. So you still see these MFEs are higher than these ones. And that's not because it's 1 hour less, because now they're both having the same amount of time to fulfill these MFEs. It's just because the London Open range has overall a higher MFE than the 4 a.m. There's a reason why I trade the 3 a.m., not the 4 a.m. But the 4 a.m. could be used as a nice tool to look for targets higher. If you're trending, 4 a.m. opens up, 0.05% away from the 4 a.m. is another high probable target, for example. Or on days where your 3 a.m. is massive and your 4 a.m. is pretty small, you could trade the 4 a.m. to help you a little. Now today that's not the case, because even you can see the 4 a.m. is huge. It might be bigger actually. Let's see. This is 12 pips, and this one is 11.25. So yeah, it's bigger than the 3 a.m. today. But yeah, we've almost filled every MFE on the 3 a.m. range, and we just now did. So now we're in a world that's unknown to us, MFE wise. Still have a position running, like I said. Let's see. Lucid. I modified the order. The message appeared, but the order was not accepted. That's strange. Would your system allow for long at pullback to support? So you're saying, right, if the break is too big, you'd wait for a pullback, Simon? Is that what you're saying? Basically, to get a better entry? Because if that's the case, then yes. Yeah. If we have a very big break, I'll sometimes wait for a pullback. Today, I didn't really want to do that because we've had high volume. The range is big, but the breaks aren't massive. I know some people did it and hit their TPs both down here and up here. Also, guys, ignore the 1 minute data here. I always look at the 5 minutes. So I'm still holding long. Shooting towards that POC. We're going into high volume, which is a bit scary. But there have to be some risks being taken here to end the day green. successfully out, recovered the previous loss. Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm not taking this unfunded. I'll be happy if today ends break even, slightly green. Not gonna go crazy anymore. Our ranges are very big. I mean, our statistical targets get blown out of the window because we just shoot past so fast. Yeah, we are nicely going up still. I still have a few contracts running. I'll take another one off here at the 1 a.m. at the 67% probability over at 8:15.25. Another contract up there. And then we grab the scale out thing, so you guys can see it. Just gonna have to watch the high volume and POC here for the morning. Because that is a risky area. Still looking at a very bearish market, so could easily reverse at any moment. Bit of a potential line here. Or it's more like this, who knows? Could be. Well, yeah, the main thing is we're currently just straight up trending down. I think we can all see it for the day. Right now we're pulling back hard. We've broken back in value. We're trading towards statistical targets to the upside. We're trading towards the POC. And another contract failed just now, guys. Just hit another scale out. And I would like to see prices come to the Asian OU. That would be my final target for most of this position. Which is over at 822.50. 822.50. Final target. Cool. Profiler still on We can actually check this all together if we want to. I do have to keep it on full screen. So as we know, we went long, and as you can see, that Asian OU probability is an 85% almost for today. With the broken times mainly being here, you can see there's still a probability that we do take it here in this time window where we are right now. I'm happy to have that as my final target, especially with the current strike rate. Even though we're not really in the best time window anymore to hit it, I'd still like that to be my final target. Put the paper trading one on. But yeah, cheat take. I try right clicking. So if you're in a trade, right? If you're in a trade on trading view, try right clicking and then putting a sell limit somewhere. That if you're still in a trade, if you're not, then forget it. Maybe try it another day, but just make sure you do it far away from the price early. You want to get filled. See if it order rejects again. Well, good recovery, guys. We started the day red. Now I'm back in the green. Some great risk management again. Like I said, didn't take this on the funded. This is all eval currently. I'm okay missing out on money for today. I have Austin paying me. Just a little bit. I mean, a regular trading day would make way more, but hey, I mean, sometimes in life, guys, it's also about minimizing stress and just preserving a bit of your emotions and your capital. I did not like today. Did not like my RR. Did not like having to shoot for way harder targets to hit. I like keeping it simple. Shooting for the easiest targets are 0.07% strike rate. Super MFE targets, however you want to call them. Yeah, today was a perfect example of just managing risk. And this is something, again, most people will struggle with, especially at the beginning of their trading career. It's just sitting on their stupid little hands. We all want to make money. We all want to be able to afford the best coffee beans, right? Maybe people who don't drink coffee, that might be a different story. But man, it's so important to just sometimes sit on your hands. If you have a lot of accounts, if you have funded evals, and the day is looking like crap, just tell yourself, well, I have no reason to just spend all my accounts on today's price action. I'm gonna sit on my hands here. I'm gonna let these and that do their thing. Trade a couple combines, have a cup of coffee in my other hand, and just make myself busy. The market will still be there tomorrow, right? I know this whole week could be very volatile. The war is still going, but we also know if something like that happens on the weekend, that freaking Monday is almost always your most volatile day of the week. Because that's when everyone comes together. That's when everyone hits the markets for the first time. That's when all the orders come in all all at once. That's why you're seeing that massive gap. I was managing trade. I could not see the screen while you were trading. If you could please show me tomorrow. Yep, gotcha. Will do. Yeah, you should be able to do partials. I did it on my New York account on TradeOvate as well. I don't have that account anymore because they freaking changed all the rules. So I said, fuck it, right? Either I blow or I don't. Did not want to trade with those rules. That was absurd. Imagine you buy an account, guys. Imagine you buy an account because of the rules. You're like, yeah, this is nice. And probably a day or a few days after you buy it, they change all the rules. And you have a completely different account in your hands. That's what happened to me. Yeah, I'll show you tomorrow, Cheatek. Don't worry. Did we get... Oh, POC shifted. Okay, so we've just hit high volume. POC shifted down. Cool. Again, I still have some contracts running to the Asian OU. Now definitely closing in on that risk of reversing. Still very bearish. We've pretty much hit max distro, max MFE for the session. What we do normally in the normal market. We're at the POC. We're at a high volume area right now. So I'm not going to take any more trades after making a break. Even you shouldn't. I mean, dude, if we come all the way back down, I think we're pretty weak. Let's go do at this POC here. So here's the tricky part right now, right? I want to close at the Asian OU, but I'll be risking my day here to get there, to get that little bit extra. I can afford to let this go all the way back down. That's another thing about today, especially with the high volume, especially with the high or the big stop. So I kind of just have to see price push higher here. If we don't, I'll have to close it out for some cash flow today. We made back the loss. We'll just lock in cash flow. Really depends on how we interact here at this level. Right around the POC. I'll just have to use this one and then change the colors of everything. Chopping right at the POC, right? Usual behavior, nothing weird. Really one of the most normal things in the world, seeing us chop at a POC. I'm in Q real quick. Right on that P12 low. Jump brother left for Asian OU, thanks. No worries, Mark. Nice trading today. HAU 822 50 or 75. Maybe 50 is a tick in front. That's fine. All right, breaking above this little chop that we have. Wait, Apex has new. Wow. Apex just renewed their prop. Hello. And they finally have end of day drawdown. Holy, it took them what, like 1,000 years? Oh my gosh. Took them long enough. Finally, end of day trailing drawdown. That's massive, guys. New rules, yeah. Wow. All right. Well, we can take a look at Apex real quick. We're in this runner. Not much we have to do anyway. Apex trader funding. Get on here. I'll just move price to the right here. Boom. They even updated their website a little. Looks like any prop website, really. So you can choose between intraday or end of day. Does that change price? 1770. It does. But it's still cheap, I think. 50K. 50K trader bait. That's cheap. They're saying one-time fee, but yeah, it's still a 30-day thing. Oh, I'm rejecting high prices here on the day. We'll watch price a little here. Let's see. 6 mini, 60 micros. 3-2, end of day. $1,000 daily loss limit. I guess doesn't hurt me in any way. Scaling built in. Okay. Trading view, trade evade, mobile. Yep. So it's now just a pretty standard thing. Performance account. What is a performance account then? Seven days from email person activate performance account within 7 days of fasting. Oh, this is just you're funded pretty much. They're just calling it a performance account. 5 trading days, 24, yes. Still daily loss limits. Okay, 50% rule, fine. Payout split is 100%. Beautiful. Max payout request 6. I guess then they move you to live or something after 6. Yeah. Okay. S&P 500, my baby. Okay, so they're pretty much just a regular prop right now, but they have incredibly cheap pricing. What's the one-time fee? It's $99 on everything, so you could literally have a 150 or less than a top step 50K. Okay. That's pretty great. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty cheap, guys. Just saying. But yeah, I think as always, one of the more rewarding things is just doing 50Ks and copying them over a 150. Because the drawdown to profit target ratios and everything are just so much better. If you scale them, I mean. Yeah. Yeah, I might get some Apexes soon. This looks good. And I like this. It's very cheap. Even if you fail, right? You spend what? in euros, maybe 26 euros on a freaking 50k eval. That's stupid cheap. On a good one, like the pricing has always been the same. It's just for me, their plans were just the worst. Well, we're kind of struggling over here right now. The charts, the chop, breaking back down. Yeah. Yeah, I can't afford to have it run all the way back against me on this, so I'm gonna have to watch here. See what we do. If we close below the P12 low, I'm gonna have to close this position out. $50K accounts, you now need to get minimum 250 on at least 5 days. Okay, so they're saying you make 0.5% at least 5 days. I mean, that's still doable. Especially with the way we trade. I mean, that's still very easy. That doesn't stop me. I think that's fair. It might be a little bit more strict than a top step, for example. But it's still fair, still doable. Get some window of opportunity with Apex. They probably will have to back down on these rules. Yeah. Well, it's not real good rules. Like, their rules are worse than a top step or a lucid or something. It's still more strict and everything. But they do have that cheap pricing that kind of balances that all out. So yeah. I think it's fair. Are they going to change it? Yes. I 100% expect that they still change it later. Will it be a drastic change back to the old ways? No. They'll definitely keep end of day drawdown. They'll definitely keep their pricing. They might just make the consistency rule more strict or climb back on the on their MAE rule. I don't think they're changing one of those two things anymore. They can't really. They're gonna have to fit end of day in. They're just gonna. If like this they needed this to happen. They needed end of day. They knew it. They fully knew it. Every prop is offering end of day drawdown. And it just makes more sense. Like, dude, that trailing drawdown they had made no sense. Maybe we should start the back trading freaking prop. Black trade group draw. Would be dope. After 6 payouts, it's gone. Yeah, they'll probably move you to a live at that point. That's what it said. Top Step has it at 5, by the way. On Top Step, if you get 5 payouts, you're automatically going to a live account. Which is why I just constantly blow Top Step accounts after after 4 payouts. If I reach 4 payouts, I'm blowing the next one. They haven't moved me to live yet. They can also do it randomly, they said. So I know there's traders that got moved to live with like 1 or 2 payouts. Might only be a matter of time before they do it with me. I don't hope so. If they do, I'm gonna have to scale outside of Top Step. Do I still have I should still have it here. Let's go to the frequently asked questions and then go to nope. Update trading for online accounts. Coming soon. Oh. You have to add it. Well, max payout 6. Yeah, so we won't really know what they'll do with that. They're gonna have to put it on the frequently asked questions. Right now, we're just waiting. Wealth charge. Does anyone use this? I don't think I've ever used wealth charge before. Oh. Should I put the order filled sounds and stuff back on? Is that fun during a stream? I always have them turned off on the Top Step X, but I could turn them back on. break out of this job. The answer might be no. We've had a big push. I mean, eventually you're gonna have to slow down a little. We'll probably call the session here, guys. It's 10:51. Been going for a while. We're just holding this runner. But yeah, great risk management, guys. I mean, started the day red, made it all back. Now almost fully out. Depends on whether or not we continue this push. But yeah, just a strange day. Super high volume, super big ranges, statistical targets getting smacked away. So I'm not gonna complain with the outcome of today. Definitely not that bad. Nice and green. Yeah. Gonna have to wait and see what the rest of the week will be like. I mean, yeah, we could just be up for a really volatile week. It's that simple. So again, final trade running. Not going to be taking any other trades today. This will be it. Nice cash flow, a little bit green, and we'll go again tomorrow. Hopefully the markets slow down a little tomorrow, but we're gonna have to see. All right, hope you all enjoyed that, guys. Bit of a weird session, but we're still making it work. You got the magic hour coming up next, as you can see on the banner on my screen. Just be sure to hop on in that session right there. And if you're not able to do so, maybe join the New York session later today with Austin and Mickey. And yeah, don't do anything crazy today. Don't give profits away. And I wish you all a very happy and nice Monday. For the pack members, I'll see you all tomorrow. For the free people, that might be on Monday. And I wish you all the best of luck. Have a good one, guys.
Did you find value from Bowie? You can follow him on X here. Join the pack trade